Подождите. Так, нас слышно? Так, окей. Угу. Так, короче говоря, все, соглашаемся. Так. Подождите. Так. Тот нас смотрит, вижу, так. А слышно же звук, да? Слышно нас? Да, вроде слышно. Все так. Так, ладно, окей. Новичок. Конечно же, English выбираем, английский, русский язык субтитров. Так. Так, ух ты ж, 2 зрителя вижу, так. 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 Ну-ка. 2 зрителя пишем. Так, компания. Так, пишем. Так, ага. Так, новая игра, все, так. Ухай, Венчик, так, привет. Так, пока легкий. Так, стоп, легкий. Ну давайте легкий пока. Выберем.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you?
Ну-ка.
It does to me. A hell of a lot.
Да, так.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read.
Сейчас.
Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone.
О, хай.
It wasn't much of a
Самый
plane,
понятно.
more of a
Значит,
trash
спам
can with
еще
wings.
привет.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone.
Может, хватит так
They
писать?
were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my best with me, you piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Так.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Так. Так, ну что ж, давайте сейчас будем играть сейчас. доступа, в смысле? Ладно, давайте, короче, играть все. Ладно, все, давайте играть, короче. Кто это вышел? Так. Ладно, все, играем. Так. Начинаем задание. 2 лайка, кстати, уже. Кто нам ставит лайки, пишем. Так, все ок. Так.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Так,
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
залетаем.
Hear that? Column Squadron,
Аккуратно.
men are airborne. Take off.
Все, залетели. Так,
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
вот. Да вот так стрелять, да?
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All
Так.
aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts.
Так,
They hit
короче,
our radars
стреляем.
hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger,
Ah,
I'm your
ой.
wingman.
Не
Fly
туда
with me
случайно.
now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Стрелял-то.
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Так. Так, стрелять. Будем сейчас, давайте уже начнем стрелять тогда. Не попадаем в него, может?
I'm iced up.
Так быстрее надо, ну. Лететь быстрее.
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger.
Опа, давайте.
See if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot.
Я
So I
знаю.
told you. I had to fill an empty
Там
spot.
щелты сбросить. Так. На, ракета. Да, попал. Стреляем. Попадение. Все.
Bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
А, понятно, вот так. Ну, за радар, кстати. С радаром делать вот так вот. Нажимая на один прямоугольник и такой треугольник. Так. Сверху так. Так, это знаешь, да. Так, сейчас.
Don't ice up in there. Mage 2, you've iced up.
Так. Ниже так. Опа, оп. Так, ну же. Так, минут 21. О, вижу.
Way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Вот он.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack.
Набираю скорость.
835. Enemy missile closing. Breaking.
Так, пытаюсь
Watch out
стрелять
for the support aircraft.
в него.
Fox 2!
Опа. Оп. Стреляем. Попадение и... Ну-ка. Ну-ка. Да, все, уничтожил. Ракет надо экономить так. Так.
Enemy
И
support
все,
eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Ой. Так, тут у нас встречается. Что не заметил? Ну, пишите в чат, что там будет. Так, стоп, подождите. Сейчас, подождите. Так.
Fox 2.
Я увидел вот так. Стреляем. Оба. Падение должно уже. Есть. Есть. Все. Так. Все. Ой. Ух, перезритель. Кто еще смотрит, пишем.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Так, ага, вот удалиться, короче говоря. Знаете, как я это делаю? Смотрите. Вот на локаторе вы видите красную точку. Короче говоря, например, когда поворачиваешься, видим, что не прямо летит. Когда вот так прямо летит, так. Рома. Ай. Куда что тут? Это делать. Так. Опа. Давай, ракеты. Сюда. Ох ты. Есть попадение. Так. Сейчас уничтожим мы окончательно. И... Ух ты. Так пишет, что смотрит. Так. Так. Что ж мы? Так, мы просто уничтожаем. Все, уничтожим.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits. Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort. Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1,
Понятно.
make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Так, сейчас, где цель? Так, видите, красная точка, вот, короче говоря, вот так вот направляем. Так. Вот, сюда нам надо лететь, значит. Летим. Ой, я не заметил, ой. Я отвлекся. Сейчас. На! Ух ты, там рядом. 95. Так. Стрелять. Стрелять попадение. Как это? До сих пор жив этот 95. То есть... Так. Все, уничтожен. Сейчас. Все, уничтожен. 160. Так.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. 15 of our hangars and runways.
Так, попали вроде бы. О, ну.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
Есть. Ух ты ж. Я 22% в самолете. А. Попали. Аккуратно. О! Ильвимер, смотришь нас? Смотри. Там вдали. А что там было написано? Что там было написано? На. Ой, ракета. Аккуратно. Блин, да как она попала? Я же двигался. Эх, ну вот так вот. 160. 160, да. Начнем стрелять. Да, уничтожен. Все. Так, аккуратно, так. Делаем.
Roger that.
Сейчас, подождите, так. Сейчас, так. Подождите. Ладно, давайте продолжать играть. Возвращаемся к заданию, так. Опа! Врезались мы. 65% самолета. А его так. Так. Ах! Промах. Уничтожен этот враг. Подождите, какой? Сейчас, подождите. Так. Так. Ракета. Нападение.
That's a miss.
Все. Уничтожен там.
I've got him in my sights. Page 2, locking.
О, попал.
Enemy has a radar lock.
In gun range. One remaining.
Уничтожен.
Page 2, keep your focus. You got this. Column 2, watch your six. Breaking.
Что ж такое попадение нужно еще уничтожить?
On your tail.
On target 6.
Много осталось. Так. Так, уничтожен все такой.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Задание выполнено, ура.
Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Gollum 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
И что?
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
А это повтор с 30.
Hear that? Gollum Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Так, ну пропускаем так повтор.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Так, ну что ж, все. Далее. Так, окей.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent.
Так, ну что ж, ну можете задавать вопрос, давайте вопросы какие-нибудь задавайте, пишите. Что-нибудь давайте-ка.
That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Так, ну сейчас будем играть.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Так, задание 2.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia.
Ну да.
The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support.
Так.
If that happens, fight them off swiftly and
Ну
establish air
смотрите,
superiority.
прям таки какие здесь фильмы. Так. А вот все далее. Так. Ух ты. Сложная миссия. Так. Вылетаем так. Эта миссия сложная.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
Так.
But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
Набираем скорость.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Target has been destroyed. Intercept! Fire the AA! Get our vehicle out of there! Shit, where are the damn interceptors? It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Так, уничтожили.
Missile incoming! Evade! Acceleration! Being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical
Ой, блин!
capability.
Блин, как?
Don't have any anti-air weaponry in
Как
place
я
yet.
так
We
урезался?
can't put up a decent fight.
Блин.
Mage 2, locking.
Плюс 40%. Блин.
Enemies locked on.
Самолет уничтожено. Ох. Аутрадар. Вот.
Mage
Все
2, target
уничтожено.
destroyed.
Аккуратно.
Where's our support? Still get some fighters, sir. The whole base is gone.
Все уничтожен. Есть так. Поворот делаем такой так. На. Как? Да как вообще понимать, как может быть промах? Так, теперь поворачиваем.
The radar vehicles are under fire. Can we move them? Target eliminated.
Да.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Да. Это как?
Mage 2 enemy has a lock
Что
on you.
за фигня?
What the hell do you think the nearest air base has got any fighters?
Да я... В смысле? Что такое? Сейчас, подождите. Как же это так случилось, блин, то что я врезался? Так. Дальше играем. Ну, конечно, реально какой-то странный.
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Такой, ой-ой-ой-ой. Ух ты ж.
Target has been destroyed. Way to go.
Дайте радар вот так.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Ой. Блин. Провальное задание. Вот так вот. Продолжаем смотреть.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Так, блин, где тут радар? Надеюсь, поди, пожалуйста. И на. Попался, тебе, господи. Опа, падение было. Ладно. Летим сюда, куда нужно. Как? В смысле это как? И на. Не знаю, попаду. Да, попал. На. А в смысле? Как-то? У него что, 100 жизней, что ли? Я ж попал много раз. Странно. Так, давайте. Вот он. Стреляем. Не попал. Не понимаю, как это возможно. Это возможно. Да. Так. Ну, давайте. Давай. Да. Сейчас уничтожим его, давайте. Все. На. Получай. Полбун. Да где же радар-то? Тоже ты. Так. Так. Ах, опять.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Mage 2, locking.
На. 5 промах. Ну, сейчас, надеюсь, попадет. Да.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Так, ну-ка.
I'm iced up.
Got ice up in there.
Да, 5 промах. Ну, было сразу же понятно. Того, что мы хотел.
Being locked onto.
Да что ж такое? Да где же это там-то? Нифига не понимаю, где он. А, вот. Блин.
Entering clouds.
Да господи, вообще капец тяжело. Ух ты ж. Снизить немного скорость. Вот на. Все. Наконец-то. Хорошо. Прям скорость. Ах. Так. Ах, на! Все. Уничтожен. Так. Давайте попробуем сначала. Сначала вот так вот. И... Что такое? Я же уничтожил его. Что за фигня? Поворачиваем. Снизим скорость. Так. Ну, давайте. Аккуратнее. Стреляем. Все уничтожим. И... Команда... Нет! Уничтожен! Так. 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 Стреляем. Все, уничтожен. Нам немного осталось или много? Ну, много вижу, конечно. Сейчас надо ракеты использовать, если честно. просто надо все уничтожать. Реально.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle.
Оп. Уничтожен. Почтовая. И тоже уничтожен. Видите, как сколько мы сейчас его уничтожили, ух ты, и врезались. Блин. Давайте еще какие-то били. Все уничтожим. Давайте будем много объектов уничтожать сейчас. Снижаем скорость. И. Насколько понимаю, нам вообще мало. Так. Хотя не. Судя по всему, много даже. Мы уже большую часть сделали, И... Да. Все, уничтожен. Так, сейчас подождите. Так, сколько у нас стрим уже идет? Надо бы посмотреть. Так. Так, надо бы посмотреть, сколько у нас стрим идет-то. Так. 1:03. Так. Попал. Хотя бы попал. Уже хорошо. Так. Да скорость снизится. Что ж такое-то? На! Давай, попади! Попади, ракета! Попади! Опа! Давайте аккуратно. Стреляем. МиГ-21, так. Попали мы. Да блин. Ой. Так. И давай. Оп. 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 Уничтожаем. Все. Да, есть. Есть. Оп, и давайте. Опа. Что такое это было? А, это ракета, что ли, мне попала? Так. Ах. Блин, время мало осталось. Нам мало осталось. Делать всего вроде как. Вроде как только МиГ-21 все. Попади, да как? Ну как? Надо просто... Нужно. Давай, давай. Я не знаю лично. Капец, это объект, который вообще нифига невозможно уничтожить. Я не знаю, как он уничтожить. Вообще, скажите мне. Вообще не понимаю, как это возможно. Ну смотри, ну гляньте. Ничего себе. Он сложный объект. Сейчас. Да ладно, попади. Наконец-то. Так. Уничтожим сейчас его. Уничтожить. Попадение. Блин. Ну сколько там жизней? Сколько там у него жизней-то? Так. Так. Блин, 4 минуты осталось. О боже ты мой, где этот миг? Его просто невозможно найти. Да, уничтожен. Не, ну блин, как его находить надо. Я просто не понимаю. Попадение, ура! Да что же это такое? Как? Просто эти миги уничтожать, я сам не понимаю. Это, наверное, последний же смотрит. Да. А их 4 осталось. Блин, 30 минут, не знаю. Мы успеем за 3 или нет? Да. Все, радары надо ставить. Понятно. Что надо? Так. Все. Вроде как мы сейчас должны все пройти. Так. Да. Гастан. Все, кажется, мы пройдем. Надеюсь. Гастан, я рубежу. Да где Гастанг? Блин. Что за фигня? Я его пытаюсь найти. Ничего не получается. Тоже фигня. Так. Оп. И этот тоже уничтожен. Блин, ничего себе. Так много надо еще уничтожать, блин, даже не знаю. Нет. Походу нет. Или да. Но если радары, то может быть не успеем. Радары остались. Самолет. Там один самолет. Так, опа, миг. Да, блин, попади. С самолета. На, уничтожен. Тут не успею, минута осталась. Минут всего лишь осталось. Блин, что ж это такое-то, блин? Как же его найти-то? Так, вот он. Вот он, все, на. 50 секунд осталось. Походу все. Блин, ну это капец. Ну это капец, за 20 минут на это давать, конечно, это мало. На. Ну конечно, будешь смазать-то. Конечно. Так. Так. Блин, 28 секунд, это все. Это капец. Капец. Давай, оп, ракета. Ну конечно, ну если, конечно, ну блин, я не понимаю. Это просто нереальная миссия, вообще ее не пройти. Но мало жизни остались. Так, последний шанс. Ну. А, классно. Так. Так, стоп, подожди. А вот это вот. Да сколько всего это? Вот столько целей. Это нифига. Так, ладно. Завершаем задание. Да. Короче говоря, так. Так. Ну что ж, кто смотрел этот стрим, всем спасибо, всем пока, ставьте лайк, если понравилось видео, кому нет, тоже всем спасибо и всем